Hello again. In this video, we will see how to install a Linux Mint 20.1 Cinnamon 64-bit version. So let's start VMware Player for installation. So I always prefer a VMware Player for the virtualization or a virtual machine so that I can quickly backup, copy, remove the virtual machine. So we will see all those ways. So first create your virtual machine, and there are different options. You can use ISO image and directly start installation, but I will recommend you to first customize your operating system with what configuration you want. So we are going to install a Linux Mint, which is a Debian or Ubuntu based version. So select Ubuntu here. You can check the list also. Click next, then give the proper name to your virtual machine. So this is Linux Mint 20. So I'm giving this name. You can also prefer the path on which location you want to store your virtual machine so that you can later on take the backup. Click next. Now assign the 40 GB of disk space, which will be enough for you to begin with Linux commands, administration, or different kinds of tools for learning purpose. Keep all the things default so that split virtual disk into multiple files. Click next. Here customize the hardware. So in this customization of hardware, you need to assign at least 4 GB of RAM so that can run smoothly. 4096 in MB I am entering, so it will become a 4 GB of RAM. Prefer 2 number of processor cores for this system. Then important one, the network adapter. Here select the bridge connection so that it will directly get attached to your network and you will get a complete independent IP address. This customization is important and simply say finish. Now our configuration is finished. Now one more time select edit virtual machine and simply assign the ISO image which you want. So I have already downloaded this ISO image. Select Linux Cinnamon 20 and save it. Now your virtual machine is ready to start. Now simply click on power on. So when you power on this virtual machine, you will get installation options. Now let's see how to quickly install this operating system. So first select this start. So this will simply load the virtual machine so that you can start your installation in GUI mode. So this is the best operating system as of now, which you can prefer for learning the Linux, and also has a nice GUI so that you can use its GUI for different purposes. Now you can see this is completely loaded. So you can maximize the window and it may automatically get switch but after the installation. So here you can directly start the testing of your operating system, but we are not going to test it, but let's see the installation first. So click on this icon, select install Linux Mint. Now check these steps carefully. I will show you very simple way for the installation so that later on you can install this kind of operating system for any kind of work. Now select the keyboard layout and click continue. If you want multimedia codecs, but these are might be from some proprietary providers. You can select it or you can also skip it. Then after this window multimedia codec, it will ask you some other information for the installation. So we will fill all those details one by one. So as you can see, when it is loaded completely, it is get switched to a full screen mode. So this is the feature of this non-commercial VMware Player. Here the installation type is very important. So don't use this erase disk and install Linux Mint. So always use something else method. So I will show you how you can create partitions in simple way. So this is the disk space we have assigned, which is around 4 GB, 40 GB we have given. So from this window, create new partition table. From this plus button, you can create the partition. So first mount point should be a boot, and simply assign 1024 for it. 1024, so near about 1 GB. So remember, this 1 GB should be there for the boot. Then the second partition is your swap partition. So generally assign the twice of RAM, but I will recommend 2048 is enough if you don't have enough load on this virtual machine. So simply create this swap. Keep all the things default, no need to change it. Then the next partition on this free space is your entire root partition, and after creating this root partition, other partitions or mount points will get created under this category. So no need to create other partition. So whenever you have this kind of small load or testing purpose, or even if you are doing it on your laptop or even dedicated system, you can also prefer this way. So all partitions are ready for the installation. Then click install now. So it will ask you for the changes. Click continue. In this window, select the location where you belongs. Then click continue. Now provide the names for your system and username. So I will simply enter my name for this system. So select any password. So I'm giving the similar name as password. That's why it is asking for or saying it is a weak password. So simply select continue. Now it will install the operating system. So till that we will pause this recording and let's the installation get finished. Okay, so the installation is finished. It took around 5 minutes for the installation on the system. So you can either continue this testing or you can restart it. So simply restart it and your system will get ready for the use. So if you have installation media attached with this system, so simply remove it and press enter, so that system will get rebooted. So press enter, it will get rebooted. So in future, whatever I'm going to show you for the Linux administration, Linux commands, or the file system, what we are going to learn in future, so I'm going to prefer a Debian based system or like Ubuntu or Mint. So this will be our operating system for all our future purpose. So simply log in with the credentials which you provided during installation. It will load that operating system. So it has a nice welcome window. Now you can customize it. So I will keep it default. I like this traditional one way with this default desktop color, or you prefer any other color. So click don't show in future so that it will not appear. Now one interesting point, if you click on full screen mode, so you can observe that it is completely working in the full screen mode and have a nice look with this cinnamon desktop. So this is shell, is file system. You go to the about, so this is Nemo 4.6 version and the shell. So you can issue the commands which are fresh one, so nothing is there. So let's shut down this operating system. So in next sessions we will see all the detailed commands related to Linux operating system.